Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. All right, Radhe Radhe. Good morning, good evening again to all of you. So let's get started. So here are the rules of Kahoot for you, for those of you who might be new. By now, I think you would be pretty comfortable with the idea of Kahoot. You need two devices, mobile and laptop. Desktop are the best ones. You need to type in www.kahoot.it, enter the pin, pick up a nickname, or let Kahoot pick one for you, and game on. So you get credit for getting the answers right, but you get more credit if you get it right the fastest. And it gets very competitive, okay? If you're getting it right, there are people whose fingers work faster than the speed of light. I don't know how, but this is how it happens. So let's get started. So Rahul, over to you. I'm going to stop share. We'll give an opportunity for everybody to join in with the pin and everything, and then we can get underway. So I'm going to stop share for a bit, and then over to you. We can put our Kahoot.it and game on. By the way, today is our picture day as well. So hopefully everybody is going to turn on their cameras and we are going to take some pictures. So please keep that at the back of your mind as well. After the game or maybe somewhere in between the game, we can do that. I think that'll be good, or maybe towards the beginning, right, itself, we can do that. Maybe in between the game, we can make a picture. We take a break in between, get a few pictures, and then we'll resume the game. That'll be good. All right. So Kahoot.it, the pin is there. Okay, I need to join in as well.
Once you can see the screen, I think so, yeah.
Sure. Let's see how many people can join in and play today. All right, 8-3.
And so far, 22 people have joined.
Okay. Game on, guys. This is the only time of the week I get nervous. So Rahul, hopefully you have created questions that I'm able to, pull out of my memory alone and not have to look at the notes, okay?
So, out for you, yeah, but
so we will let you play also, Rahul, on one of the days. So we'll figure it out how we can get Rahul on the game as well, okay? And one of the weeks we'll probably rotate it, and maybe once a month I can do the quiz setting as well, so that all of you can play in one shot. But yeah, good. I think participant 30 already, which is a very good sign. We'll give 4 more minutes, and I'm pretty confident. See, I'll tell you one more thing. If you have already done that, keep refreshing it, because if you don't, the session times out and you may get disconnected. And while I was telling you, I myself got disconnected, okay? So please make sure you're refreshing it, because you may drop out otherwise. Make sure once you are in, you are in. The session times out. So make sure your name is showing up on the screen. SRK is playing as well today. Jai Shri Krishna is playing. Annapurna ji is playing.
Krishna Leela also.
Most Fallen Soul is there as well again today. Okay, game on, Most Fallen Soul. See, I thought I'll get bigger screens, but unfortunately I could not. So we'll see what happens today. All right. Where is, what happened? Krishna Leela, are we seeing all the names? No, okay, maybe not in the same screen. But I think we have 34.
participants.
I think we have a good chance of touching 50 today. 3 more minutes, 180 seconds, and we can make it. Let's do that, guys. Anything in excess of 40 makes for a good team game.
Sanjay wanted to say something about it. Go ahead.
Yes, Sanjay?
Radhe Radhe, I was wondering while people are joining, can we just have a show of hands about how many people are aware of online registration option for the retreat?
Yes, can with a show of hand you can tell. Okay. And please
And
do
have registered. That's the next.
you all have registered.
The
You can raise your hand. I have registered. Okay. I'll be in person though. Great. I would encourage every one of you to actually register for the
It's
online
very small
retreat.
fraction as of now.
You can
Out
share
of-
the link maybe on the chat while we're waiting for everybody to take a look at. I would strongly encourage all of you to, avail it's at a very nominal price, but what you are going to get out of it is priceless. So please post the link, that way everybody can register for it. We are still have time, and it's going to be an awesome retreat. Tomorrow we will be heading there. It starts day after, so very excited about it. All right.
Yes. So you can put down your hands, and I guess if anybody has any question regarding registration and the fact that it is online, you all can attend it from home. Please raise your hand if you have any question regarding retreat.
Right. Please do.
And there is a question also based on retreat already in the Kahoot Quiz. That will be prepared.
Okay. Hmm. Great.
We have 42 participants. I think so we have
43.
crossed that.
We have 1 more minute, and we can make it actually. I think we have a pretty good chance of touching 50 today. Let's make it 45 at least, guys. Please get in. It's going to be fun. Awesome. Out of 58 people, yes, I see a couple of hands raised. Preeti ji, you had a question? Oh, that is for the retreat registration. Okay, maybe for that.
Yaji, can you send the link of the Kahoot in chat? That kahoot.it.
Kahoot.it, and the pin is 830528. So that was the key announcement. We are going to start with the retreat in a couple of days' time. Please do register online, and please book your tickets if you have not already. If you have booked your tickets, please put an alarm so that you don't miss out on it. You just have to show up here or be there online. Okay, that's what we want to tell you as part of 46. What do you think? Maybe we can. Oh my God, we are getting very close to the 50 mark today. Maybe another minute, and then we can do the countdown and get started, because we have to wrap it up for the presentation as well. So I would encourage you to do now. While people are dropping, that's because you may have to refresh it. Okay.
Yeah.
You cannot go down from 46 to 43. So please make sure your name is here, or your screen, you are able to see it on your mobile. Otherwise, you might have dropped off because of session timeout. So please do that. But it's a pretty good turnout. I think it's already the biggest, what you call that, the highest number of participants we have ever had. But we will break the record one day, touching 50. So you think we can get started now?
Yeah. Probably we can have a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, game on. All the best to everyone.
We have 45 participants, so let's start.
Yes.
The first question comes up soon. Best wishes to all the participants here, just to make sure, and including the team, so that they are also geared up. Now let's get started with the actual quiz. Which concept is represented by the saying "what goes around comes around"? Single choice question. The options are luck, coincidence, fate, and karma.
I can't believe it's a coincidence.
Seems like all 44 participants have answered, so that is good news.
44. This is good number. to play.
45, yeah.
Wonderful. Oh my goodness. People are not only fast, they are super fast.
Yeah, super fast. Let's see the leaderboard.
Yajna, most fallen soul. Let go. A new Shalini ji. Yajna. Good going, guys. It's early days. Let's move on.
This is a multi-select question. Which of these result in addition to our karmic account? The options are karma, akarma, vikarma, action, and inaction.
I like these kind of questions. These can shake up the leaderboards. Good question, Rahul.
I don't know whether it is a good question, but now the question is there, yeah, so we have to answer. Okay, yeah. I think
Monica is doing good, is what I can see.
okay, let's see the leaderboard. Do you want to explain something on this, Nitinji? Or I think we are good.
Not explaining, I forgot. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so so the binding karmas are karam. Karam is basically good karma. Anything good that you do charity, you help people out, you are just being gracious and doing philanthropy. All those acts, they count as good karma, which is binding. Then you have bad karma, which is called vikarma. That is something that you do bad, for anybody, bitterness, resentment, taking revenge, and not doing something, thinking ill about somebody. That all counts as vikarma. And then action in inaction, that is also action in inaction, again would fall into karma or vikarma, one of these two, because action in inaction means although you might be lying out there, right, doing nothing physically, but mentally you are doing something, that would either be in good or bad category. So all three are binding. It's only when you do akarma or karam yog, then you don't accrue any reaction to your karma. So all three were correct, and action in inaction might have thrown a few people off, okay, which is again a binding karma. So that is why I said it's kind of a good question, a conceptual question. So I hope it makes sense. Akarma is the only one where you don't accrue any reaction or addition to the karmic account that you maintain. Great. So this is how it works. See, our karma is like, let's think of it as a room with a lot of cotton balls in it, dry cotton balls. Okay, you can pull one, God pulls out one for us in each life. But when you become Sharanagat, Krishna is going to put a matchstick and it will be like, poof, the entire room is, all the cotton balls are burnt in one shot. Okay, so this is the beauty of surrender or being Sharanagat. Good, let's move on. Radha Krishna is the highest climber, 20 places. Very good.
Look at the
Monica
name.
is playing really well. And Gaura, Seva, and Yagna, I don't know who is Yagna. Okay, every time we get somebody like this, but that's good sign. Let's move
And
on.
don't forget about Chikki the India. So that is also
Who's Chikki the India? I mean, I thought it was Chuck the India. Okay, Chikki the India. That's interesting. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Chikki, you are playing with a good name today.
So this is a puzzle, yeah. Remember, you have to rearrange double pointer as well. Arrange the tiles in the sequence which defines what we become, and start with the first step in the sequence on the top. At this time there are only 3 tiles here, so you just have to rearrange with the first step starting from the top.
What a good mix, actually. Good mix, Rahul. You have to think a little bit on this one. So it all starts with intense desire. Yat kartum bhavati, I forgot that whole sequence, but it all starts with an intense desire. When you have an intense desire for something, then you make a determined resolve. And when you make a determined resolve, then your effort will commensurate with that. It all starts with the desire. So when we say, you know what, I couldn't do that, or my effort was lukewarm, that means your desire was not strong enough. And that is why, because of that, your resolve was also not strong. And because your resolve was not strong, your effort was also lacking. Okay, so this is how it's meant to be. Either be hot or cold. If it is anything in between, it will not work. Okay, I didn't say that. Jesus had said that, by the way. He said, either be hot or cold. If you are lukewarm, I'll spit you out. So it all starts with an intense desire. When we have an intense desire, you will make a determined resolve. When you make a determined resolve, the effort would be intense as well. And when your desire is wishy-washy, your resolve will be like, dekhenge, jo hoga dekha jayega, nahi bhi hua. And then your effort will also be lukewarm, and that will translate to those kind of results. And that's how you end up becoming. That becomes a mindset over a period of time. I like this question. This is a good one, Rahul. So let's look at it. Who's on the podium?
Let's see whether there are some changes. Chicky the Indians now has come on the third spot.
Chicky, you have prepared really well, looks like, this time around. I'm impressed by your effort. See, when you make an intense desire, you have a determined resolve, and that effort is showing up here. Good going.
And we have Jai Pavan Putra also coming up in the top 5.
Jai Pavan Putra, okay, good. Pavan Putra, it's a good one. Great. Let's move on to the next one. And 9 players have hit an answer streak of 3. So great going, actually.
Next is a quiz. Single select. What is the main factor that is under our control regarding the results of our actions? Destiny, our efforts, cumulative karmas, effort of others. I hope you are liking the animations also.
Yes, Rahul, you have done a good job. I see you've taken the Kahoot to another level altogether. Very nice. And good conceptual questions.
Should we move to the leaderboard, or you want to explain? I think
yeah, so let's explain it. So the only factor which is under our control is our efforts, nothing beyond that, because what we end up getting is a function of a lot of things. Like destiny, our prarabdha plays a part on it. Now, what is the role of prarabdha? We cannot be fatalist around it. Prarabdha controls about 10 to 15%. Okay, where did that number come from? I don't know. You can ask Swamiji. I have seen him quote that number. So basically what he was trying to say is that destiny does play a role, but not to a large extent where we become fatalist. So destiny plays a role, definitely plays a role. That is why you see some people putting less work and still getting more better results, and some people working hard and still not getting results. So there's a destiny component to there as well. The second is the cumulative karmas of people involved as well, right? That plays a role as well. If you have worked hard, somebody might have worked hard as well, or you might be at a wrong place at a wrong time, right? And efforts of others, of course, if somebody's worked hard better than you, that plays a role into it as well. So those are all the factors which are beyond our control, and we should more focus on the things which are within our control, which is our effort, which is the following the process or focusing on our efforts. And that is what the first principle of Karam Yoga tells us. Focus on the process, focus on the things which are within your control, and the beautiful serenity prayer where we give me the strength to do the things that I control, give me the tolerance or forbearance to take on the things which I do not control, and more importantly, give me the wisdom to differentiate between the two. That is very important. If you don't have the wisdom, then what will happen is your mind will keep thinking, contemplating, and worrying about things which are beyond your control. And that is where people become anxious and worried. If you ask people, why are you worried? They will tell you something. And then you ask them the follow-up question, is it something you control? Answer will be no. Then what happened? Where did the knowledge slip? So when we worry, ask yourself, is it something which is within the circle of your control? Yes or no? If it no, then why worry? If it is within your control, then why worry? In either case, you should not worry. Let's move on.
Okay, let's see the leaderboard. I hope it will remain the same. Okay, now Saiji has come in the top 5. Yeah, the top 4 are all solid.
Great. SR is the highest climber. Good going. Chiki the India is rock solid. SKDG and Sai is there as well. Chiki, I don't know what you did this time around, but you're playing really well. All right, let's move on.
Topping pin question, and then Swamiji's lectures during the upcoming Dallas retreat will be based on which chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So you can move the image and then drop the pin. Yeah. For people who have registered already, they should have got the email about the chapter which Swamiji will be telling us about.
This was a curveball. Even ChatGPT cannot answer this question.
Yeah. And you have to make sure that you drop within the quadrant, 4 quadrants. For people who have said, I don't know, better you register for the retreat right after this Kahoot Quiz.
What is the right answer for this?
The answer right, the majority wins. Yeah, they said chapter 9. So
all right, chapter 9, then majority wins. Then that's good.
Well, this was non-graded, yeah, so don't need to worry.
Okay, this was the only option I had where I could have made entry into leaderboard.
Yeah, the next question is there on the screen. Sorry.
It's a bit of a split verdict. I don't know. Yeah, so basically this whole principle goes, it all starts with subconscious incompetence. Because we are incompetent and we are not even aware of it. Then the first step of that is when we start acquiring knowledge, proper knowledge, then it becomes conscious incompetence. You start seeing your faults. You start identifying the areas that you need to work on. Previously, it is called a blind spot. Then the next stage is you become consciously competent. Now you're working towards it and you know you are getting better at it. Because you are practicing hard, you become better at it. And then you become subconsciously competent. That is the completing the loop. It's like driving a car. First, you don't know, then you consciously put on, okay, I need to put in the brake and accelerator and change the gear. And then you are thinking and all that stuff is happening consciously. And then finally, when you become an expert, it's like you're driving, singing song, yelling at people around as well. And everything is happening like an autopilot, right? So that is the conscious competent level. Good question, Rahul. So let's see what leaderboard. Yagna is today's rock solid. Whoever is that,
it is rock solid, yeah.
not moving at all. And good lead as well. I see. And Seva has on fire. SKDG and Sakhi has climbed up now. Seva has the highest answer streak of 5. Awesome job, Seva. I think we are going to see some good new faces today. I have a feeling, but let's see. Good going. And Chiki the India is. Chiki, somebody is going to replace you. I am very sure. We still have a lot to play for. So let's see what happens now. Let's move on, Rahul. Slider, oh my God.
Slider, yeah. How many tenets of Karma Yoga does Bhagavad Gita's verse 2.47 talk about? The options are from 1 to 10. You have to select and then submit also.
There are the slider also. Good mix, Rahul. Four tenets, 5 tenets, 4 tenets. All right. Yes, so we have 4 tenets. You remember that, Rahul? Do not be attached to Inaction is the last one. Focus on the, do not be, offer your fruits to God, right? What is the first one? Not attached to outcome.
It has to be outcome.
And then don't consider yourself to be the doer, right? Relinquish that part. So they are the 4 tenets. We have spoken about these concepts at length in detail. So let's see how our leaderboard looks like with these 4. Now,
rock solid.
Change. Leaders are rock solid on this one. Sanjay, you had a question?
Just wanted to say kudos to Rahulji. This time he included a slider question, but not really a factual one, but a conceptual one in this form. So I think that was very nice.
Very nice. You think we can take a picture now, or maybe after the quiz only? Or after the quiz we can take that. We are pretty much at the end now.
Yeah, I think.
Everybody,
for the presentation probably.
Yeah, let's complete it and then we'll do that. And everybody get ready for the picture, okay? We're going to take our photographs.
Kudos to 4 players who have just hit answer streak 6 here. So all of them.
That is wonderful. All right, let's move on.
Let's move to the next question. This is also a quiz, multi-select and double point area, remember. How does attachment impact a surgeon's ability? Anxiety in their mind makes them excessively emotional, blurs their decision making, enhances their emotional stability.
I see you've taken a surgeon here as well. Yeah, I'm not able to make an entry in top 10 also today. I don't know what's going on here. All right. So yes, in this one, anxiety in their mind, of course. Now your kid is in front of you, or your relative is in front of you. And because of the attachment, there's an anxiety. There's a result anxiety. What if something goes wrong? Of course, it will make them emotional as well, because now your emotions are going to run high because you're thinking about failure because of your excessive attachment to the outcome here. And their decision making would be blurred as well, because when you become excessively emotional and when you are attached and when you have a strong desire, it does the same effect what anger does, right? Remember, desire is the mother of both anger and greed, right? So in both the cases, in this case, greed is not there, but it has some kind of an effect, similar effect. It clouds your judgment as well, because now you're becoming nervous around that whole act. And definitely does not enhance their emotional stability. So that's the whole idea. With that said, I think this might have shaken up leaderboard or maybe not. Let's see what happens after this question. Is it the last question or we have one more, I guess?
I think we have 2 or 3 more, but yeah, it should be fast.
Yachna has been displaced by Seva. That's good going. And Chikki the India is not going to move anywhere today. Krishna Leela has made entry. SKDG is there as well. So that is wonderful. Let's move on to is it the next? Manisha ji, congratulations. You have climbed 16 places after this answer. So you did well. You did really well on this one. Let's look at, is it the last question now?
I think there are 2 more here.
2 more, let's move on. Yeah. We have time.
This is a true false. The result of our actions depends solely on our efforts and we should give it our best shot.
I hope it doesn't create a controversy now, but I hope it doesn't. It should not, hopefully. It's a tricky question, okay?
Carefully,
Carefully, guys. All right. As expected, result depends only on our efforts. People would have done, but no, it doesn't depend only on our actions. In the previous question, it was asked, it is a function of a lot of other factors. If it was only our actions, it would have simplified that equation, but the equation is a little more complex. It depends on others' efforts. It depends on your prarabdha, destiny aspect of it. There is a honi aspect of it as well, right? Honi is basically what God desires in particular situations. So it's a factor of a lot of things, not just your efforts. And that is why we should leave the result part of it. Focus on our effort and leave the result to God. False is the right answer. Let's see. Leaderboard, what happens on this one? This was a good question, actually.
Deva is rock solid now.
Rock solid Tattva Gyan. Most fallen soul has, gotten back into the leaderboard after this question, but good going. I think it's going to be a really close one. Last question, I believe. It's a neck-to-neck race now amongst the first top 5.
Yeah.
So you have to be really, really fast, okay? And when you get really fast, you can go wrong as well. So be careful in the last one.
Yeah. No pressures whatsoever. Yeah. And
No pressure.
this is the highest climber. Yeah. So,
good going.
Type the answer, one word only, double pointer. An action can be performed with either only mind and intellect, that is type 1, or mind and intellect and dash, which is the type 2.
And just typing things.
Lowercase, next case, uppercase, it doesn't matter, but yeah, as long as they are.
This is the last question.
One word cloud, yeah. So,
what happened? I don't see. Okay, so attachment is the right answer, guys. Yes, there are actions which are done 2 types. Type 1, mind, intellect only. Type 2 is mind, intellect plus attachment. And attachment is the deal breaker. Attachment is unholy. Right? We feel attached, entitled to attachment. We need to work on that aspect. So attachment is the right answer, and attachment causes anxiety. Attachment is the main reason why we are not able to do Karam Yoga as we should. So we need to work on that attachment aspect of it by looking at it in perspective. Attachment makes us weak. Attachment is counterproductive for our sanskars, and attachment does not help at all. You need to divert that attachment to the lotus feet of God. So your mind should be riveted to God as opposed to the person, object, place, things that we get hooked onto or attached to. So attachment is the primary cause of, or the reason why we fail in doing Karam Yoga, and we continue to do binding karmas and keep repeating in this cycle of life and death. All right, great. How does that leaderboard?
Yeah, let's see the leaderboard. Okay, we have the word. So from colorful Holi to mesmerizing Janmashtami, which festival holds a special place in your heart? You can just type your answer. This is the last word cloud. So
I got the right answer in this one, by the way. Okay, if there were points in this one.
Well, you are free to choose any festival. Yeah.
Oh, we are free to. Okay.
I just gave the clue. Yeah.
Thank you. That was very helpful. The visuals and animations that you have put are very nice, Rahul. We are making good use of all the features that we have for Kahoot now. I used to make a vanilla version, you make a butterscotch version. Okay, so that's a difference. Let's see which is an overwhelming favorite here. Looks like every fest, Raksha Bandhan, Janmashtami. Janmashtami is the overwhelming favorite. No wonder for that. Great. So with that, let's look at our leaderboard today, okay? And while we compile the results, we are going to celebrate our winners today as well. Name of the winners to be announced shortly. Let it be suspense, huh? 2-minute suspense. Why don't we pick up some pictures in the meantime? You think we can invest this time?
Yes, I think so. Let me stop share.
So if you can all turn on your videos, I think we'll take some pictures. You can smile, that's perfectly okay. Great. So good to see so many faces. And who's doing the camera? Somebody's doing it? Okay, great. Great. So let's take some pictures. It's so good to see most of you. I can still see some blacks, gray screens, but gradually people are turning on their videos. So please do it. It looks nice. See, you can always put a reminder for yourself. Last Thursday of the month, we'll always do a picture. So if for some reason you're not able to come today, please do plan for it next time. We love to see, put faces to names. Good to see Madhuji, Kamlaji, Parthaji. Parthaji, you're from Canada, right? Good to see you. I think I'm seeing you for the first time. Yes, you are unmuted now. Aparna ji, Ajit ji, Preeti ji, Shri Ramya, Falguni ji. Very nice to see. And then a lot of familiar faces as well. Last screen is still, I see a lot of gray there. So I hope you are going to turn on your cameras next time around as best as you can. That's always good to see and capture faces. Let me know when we are good. We have taken a lot of captures and then we can move on to our results announcements as well. Thank you everybody for turning on your video. Swati ji, it's good to see you smile. Reva ji, always a pleasure to see you. Annapurna ji, Sumanta ji, Sairam ji, Vinod ji, Mr. and Mrs. Meenu ji. Good to see you all. Very nice. Thank you everybody. Shashank, Shri Ramya, Tarun ji, thank you. All right, so we'll do something with the pictures very soon, so that you can relish it as well along with everybody else's picture. If you have taken the pictures, now let's move on to our next announcements. Are we ready, Rahul?
Yes, I think we are ready. Yeah. I mean, not with the real names, but whatever names were there on the podium. So
all right, so we'll invite the winners to come and talk a little bit before we have 5 or 6 minutes before the next presentation, the Vinamra team presentation that is coming up. So Rahul, you can share your screen and see who have.
you can see that.
That is nice. So Seva ji is first rank. Chikki De has become first runner-up, and Yagna ji is the second position. Is that second?
I think
Chikki and
Sevaji first. Yeah, Chikki De India second. Yeah, and then Yagna is third.
Yagna ji was displaced by Chikki De India ji. So Seva ji, Chikki and Yagna ji, can you please come and share your experience and what made you, end up on the podium today? How was your experience? We'd love to hear from you. So let's start with, who's Seva ji? Is it Sandhya, you? Oh my God, you're doing something fishy. Okay, I need to figure out how do you manage that. Okay, good going.
But I am super impressed with Chikki. Claps for you. Amazing.
Very true. Chikki, can you please come over and explain how did you manage the second spot today? I mean, I'm a little upset, not disappointed, I should say, because you didn't do the top. But how did you manage the second spot today? Can you please come and share your experience?
I'm not sure who is Chikki De India. Is it C?
No, I'm going to unmute her.
Radhe Radhe everyone.
Okay.
Bhaiya, all thanks to you. You are such a wonderful teacher. And I cannot lie more. That's not me. That's Nitin Bhaiya. Chikki De India.
No, it's Chikki only. I mean, that's being gracious of her.
Nahi Bhaiya.
What kind of a
That's
problem?
not me.
Sandhya one, Chikki is second, and Yagna ji. Who's Yagna ji? Is it Mr. Meenu ji? Is it you, Yagna ji?
No.
Who's Yagna ji here? Yagna. Yes, Vinod, you wanted to say something? Please go ahead.
Yeah.
फ्रेंड पे कौन फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड है सुनदे ने अपना पे ही है
Unmuted हो गए आप. You are unmuted, Meenu ji.
Yes, Vinod ji.
No.
Oh, you wanted to say something, Vinod ji?
Yeah, I wanted to say something. Why
these people are always on the podium. I think they are in cahoots with their with the Rahul, I think, who makes the, just a joke, okay? They're doing well. Thank you.
So do you want to show maybe the top 10 or something? Do you want to show that as well? So and who is Yagna? Yagna would like to remain anonymous, or who's there in Yagna? You played really well, whoever was Yagna today. Probably towards the end got displaced, but Yagna was playing really well. Okay, if you want to remain anonymous, we'd respect that. But Chiki, any other things you want to add? I mean, I am really surprised with your trajectory, you know, from 21 to 2, you just knocked off one. Amazing. Great job. Okay, so do you want to show the top 10 or maybe top 15?
Yes, I'm just trying to open it here.
Yeah, let's do that. And then we move on to our presentation. Hold your breath, everybody. We have a Vinamra team coming, which is very, very humble and polite team as the name goes. But they are going to blow our wits away with their presentation. I am just waiting for that. If you can show that quickly for 2 minutes, then we can move on. We want to give them good 15-20 minutes.
Yes, now it is there. Let me share my screen.
So you can take a quick look at it. It's all about, just to, if you are interested to see who all have done well. After Yagna, there was SKD who nearly most soul. You are in top 5. Good done. Another try. Surdas, Krishna, Radhe, Saiji, Krishna Leela, Hope, Sakhi, and in you. These are the top 14. And maybe scroll down a little bit.
15, let's go.
Let's revise 16. So congratulations to everybody for playing, I would say. But if you're interested, you can look at that part. But I think everybody played well, and it's pretty tough competition, I must say that. Okay.
From position number 4, there was cutthroat competition. Yeah, 6 correct, 3 incorrect. Also.
And I don't even see my name. I don't know what happened today. Okay. We'll make it better next time. I'll try to prepare for it as well. Okay. So maybe let's revise. How Khele is not here at all today. Great. So with that, let's move on to our Vinamra team presentation. Well played, everybody. So congratulations to all of you. I think we are very close to the 50 mark. I would like to see the 50 barrier crossed next time around. And over to the Vinamra team for the presentation today. That's our next segment. So I think
wanted to check that do they need co-host privileges or
sure.
Also, they have provided me the video, which I'll start sharing. Urvi or Sairamji, do you want to say something before that?
Yeah, Urvi, now you're unmuted.
Radhe, we can start with the presentation first and then.
Sure. Let's get started.
Let me share computer sounds as well. I have optimized as given by instruction given by Sairamji. Please confirm if you
Today
you could hear it. All
Yes,
good?
we are able to hear it and the video is coming clear. So we are all good.
Perfect.
we will discuss the blissfully divine Krishna Leela on Vatsalya. Let us go back to a time 5,000 years ago to the house of Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maiya. Krishna was only 5 years old. He often used to go for grazing cows with his Sakha friends. One day, his friends went into a forest, and when they reached the banks of river Yamuna, Sage Durvasa Ji Maharaj was giving a pravachan to several Brajvasis who were assembled there. These Brajvasis were listening to Durvasa Baba with great faith. The Sakhas and Krishna also came to the place. The Sakhas bowed down before Durvasa Ji prior to taking a seat. Seeing them bow, Krishna also bowed down before sitting. One may wonder why Krishna bowed down before Durvasa Ji. He is God after all, but he is a part of a Leela and he is a child. It is only appropriate for younger children to bow down to great personalities. He bows down to show that he has surrendered his intellect before Durvasa Ji. After listening to the lecture, Krishna comes home and tells Maiya,
मैया मैं तो पायो भल गुरु ज्ञान मैया मैं तो पायो भल गुरु ज्ञान मैया मैं तो पायो भल गुरु ज्ञान मैया मैं भल गुरु ज्ञान.
Yeah, I have got wonderful Guru Gyan today. I listened to Durvasha Babaji lecture and he has explained solid knowledge that is completely authenticated in line with the Vedic scriptures.
Hey Kana, what Guru Gyan have you learned? At the age of 5, you need some intellect to understand that Guru Gyan, that too according to the Vedic scriptures. Now you tell me, what have you heard?
Not tell you today, Maiya, I will tell you tomorrow.
Now Krishna is increasing Yashoda Maiya's curiosity. To impart any knowledge so that the listener absorbs it, it is very important to give it at the appropriate time. The appropriate time is when the listener is agog with curiosity in the mind so that the information is deeply absorbed.
Kana, tomorrow? No. Tell me now, what can you got?
Alright, this is what Sage Durvasha ji taught. He said, this body is made of mud. Brahmaji, the creator, is like a potter who made our body from mud. Upon death, the body merged into mud again.
Oh, body is made from mud.
The body is made from mud. Then upon death, the body shall go back into the mud.
Of course, I know this. Who does not know this? What you are trying to tell me, Kanaya? And you have created such a big background that you gain Guru Gyan.
When the soul leaves the body merges with the mud again. In some cultures, the body is buried and insects and microorganisms break down the body and convert it into mud. In other cultures, the body is thrown into the ocean and the body decomposes with the help of microorganisms or is fed on by the aquatic animals. It eventually becomes mud. In some other cultures, the body is cremated and the ashes merge with the earth to become one with the mud. From this mud, plants, trees and grasses grow. Vegetables and fruits that we consume come from these plants and trees. Cows graze on the grass which grows in the mud. These cows later provide milk which in turn is consumed by us. Thus, the food we eat and assimilate in our body originally came from mud. Therefore, we all have our origin in the mud.
Since you believe everything that Durvasha Baba said, that we are made of is mud and that our body will become mud one day, then why can I not consume mud directly? I eat dal, roti, sabji, etc. But when I eat mud, you always threaten to beat me with a stick.
Kripaluji Maharaj sees this scene and comes to help Yashoda Maiya and gives her an idea by whispering something in her ear.
Do you see the plants, creepers and trees around us? What are they growing from?
Yes, I see them and they are all growing from the mud.
If you eat this mud, all these plants, creepers and trees grow from inside of you. Some branches will be coming from your nose, some will be coming from your ears and in the mouth. How suffocating and how painful it is.
Hearing this, Krishna got very scared.
Hey, this is really dangerous. This will become very painful for me.
Not only that, all your Sakha friends and Baladeva will be jumping and also hanging on those branches. Now you imagine how painful it would be, Kanaya.
Goodness! Thank you so much for this wonderful Gyan, my dear and loving Maiya. You have saved me from having a very big problem. I am so scared to eat mud now. I promise I will never eat mud again.
Yashoda Maiya was incredibly happy. She thought to herself, after this, the chapter of mud eating is coming to a complete close. Krishna will do all sorts of mischief, but at least he won't eat mud anymore. The sweet and beautiful Leela of little Krishna was revealed by the grace of Jagatguru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj in his bhajan Payo Bhalaguru Gyan Maiya Maito.
मैया मैं तो पायो भल गुरु ज्ञान मैया मैं तो पायो भल गुरु ज्ञान.
Oh my God.
So many claps. This was an out-smashing performance, I'm telling you. Beautiful, loaded with Tattva Gyan, creativity, beautiful voiceover from our Shurveer Urvi, and just, the way this whole thing was packaged with backdrops, and Myra was awesome, right? And your voiceover, Prabhat, we could make it out. Myra did excellent job in that. You guys were outstanding. And I'm sure it is very pleasing to Krishna. The way you put in an effort, came with the concept, and executed it so nicely. Loved it. Let's hear from other participants as well. I mean, immaculate performance. Yes.
Ramya ji, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Wow, it was so wonderful. I'm glad that Ananya team went first. Otherwise, the bars were set so high. The bars are set so high for the next teams. I mean, it was so immaculate, and Myra as little Krishna, and the way the acting came up, and I'm very surprised that such a beautiful concept it could be wrapped within 10 minutes. So I'm like, wow, it was so short, sweet, and impactful, and so wonderful. Like as it comes from Urvi, always loaded with Maharaj's Gyan, Maharaj's poetry, the Tattva Gyan, and everything. You didn't miss out on any aspect of Bhakti. Everything included here. It was so wonderful. Very
And the
well
mud,
done.
I like the part they picked up on, that mud part of it, right? End of the day, we are all mud. So that was a lot of Tattva Gyan. We are derivatives of mud regardless. So a lot of thought has gone into it. Very nicely done. I would love to, after the participants, I would love to hear from the team as well on their reflections on how they went about it, and some of the learnings, experience that they had through this thing. But very nicely done. Thank you, Shiramya. Let's hear from others as well. Yes, Sandhya, go ahead.
I just cannot stop myself from talking about it. Oh my God, just amazing. And I love the fact that a Maharaji's bhajan was chosen and a Leela was presented from that. This was just amazing. And Urvi, excellent narration as always. Amazing video editing skills. I mean, and as I was hearing, Sairamji was working upon that. Sairamji, you have to help us with Insta Reels now. Like, you are amazing in this. I mean, I am super impressed. And everybody's dress up. That was total surprise and amazing again. Like,
But
each
Rupa ji, who was asking Krishna, who was playing that role, who was that?
Yeah, Rupa ji was the mother of Krishna, right?
Yeah,
And
Rupa ji did.
Myra was Myra was a total surprise for me.
Myra was a surprise package and very slick editing, I must say that. Very
And
nice.
Manisha ji was looking like such a pretty, beautiful Krishna. I mean, we had like a younger version, older version. Amazing. Like I can just go on, but yeah, that's it. Lovely presentation.
The recording is going to be out tomorrow, so look out for that. I'm going to watch it a few more times. I missed out a lot of finer details, but very impactful. Loved it.
And
Thoroughly.
actually, we have the video, so probably Nitinji, we can put this video as a shorts in the YouTube page as well as on
And
Instagram.
I'll also put it on all the Seva team presentations. I've created a separate playlist for that for all the teams. So we will put it there as well. It's very nicely done, I must say. And it's a great resource as well. Yes, let's hear from other participants as well. And then the team itself. I would love to hear from you, Sairamji, Urvi, Rupaji, Manisha-ji, the overall experience that you've had doing this act, Prabhat.
Radhe Radhe,
Radhe
Monica ji.
Radhe. Radhe
Yes,
Radhe. I'm
Monica
feeling the
ji.
pressure already.
No pressure whatsoever.
Adbhut presentation. It reminded me of my childhood when we used to have these kind of stories playing on television and we used to watch at kids, right? So perfectly made and very nice. Very nicely done. Very good concept. And the kid, actually, that gave me an idea. We already were trying to include, but now we will. So thank
Oh,
you.
that's okay. We can have something, no worries at all. I think everybody has a place, like the presentation Sri Ramya team game, that was outstanding in its own sense. Today you explored more facets and added more dimensions to it. So it's an enriching experience overall. So even if there's a redundancy, that's perfectly okay. See, we are celebrating Krishna's birthday, right? So end of the day, that big picture is there, but very nicely done. I must say that. Okay, maybe a few comments, and then I would like to hear from the team itself as well.
Swati, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Radhe Radhe. Actually, I was not aware what Leela was going to perform, but just Urviji told me we have to do some Leela. And it was, she called me on Sunday that give me something from your side, what part you will play. Some video, they had Zoom meeting, but I had satsang on Sunday. So I could not be in the Zoom session, so I didn't know anything. She just told me that you can play some Maharaji's role, you have to just whisper in the mother's ear, Yashoda Maiya's ear. I said, okay, that part I can do because I didn't know anything about the Leela other part. So I just made, she then told me that you make the makeover also like that, Maharaji you should do. So within 2 seconds, like small clip, I could make that much and send her. So afterwards, like it was really beautiful. I didn't know this Leela is going to happen. So I was also seeing first time only. Thank you, Urvi, for making
Very
such
nice.
a presentation.
Very nice.
Thank you, Radhe Radhe.
Yeah, your short role of Maharajji, that was pretty impactful as well. Yes, Jyoti, and let's hear from everyone then.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe, it was such an amazing Leela. So, including narration or script writing or a presentation or backdrop or dress coding, and Urvi has connected this with science also. That was interesting part for me. And she brought further about Maharaji. Everything was so awesome, perfect. Thank you so much for such nice presentation, Ananya team. Kudos to Ananya team.
Let's hear from Yashoda Maiya now.
Radhe Radhe, Rupa ji.
Radhe Radhe, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to become Yashoda. I was so scared, like I never did any acting or I never wear such an attire, which I never imagined myself in that. When Urviji said we don't have action because my sister was totally sick and the others were pretty much occupied with everything. So I thought, okay, Krishna is there. I will just give a try to it. Then it came well, but as because of cold, my tone was not good. They asked me to give even the voice recording. That created a little problem for me. Almost it took 2 hours for me to match the video with the audio recording. But thank you. I don't know how I performed, but this is my first act in my life to do something.
You get the daily wisdom from Bhagavad Gita Oscars for that, okay? For your first performance. Okay.
No. Thank you for that. The whole thing goes to Sai Ramji and Urviji because they did the proper editing actually. Because we tried our best, but when it has to come on the screen means it's just the credit goes to them.
Well said. Thank you. Urvi, let's hear from you. How was your first Preeti ji? Let's hear from her and then we'll come back to Urvi and Sairam ji. I would love to hear from you and Prabhat ji. How was your experience doing the seva? Any reflections on that? I'd love to hear that as well. Yes, Preeti ji.
Yes, Radhe Radhe everyone. Everything is said about the video. I will just add one small thing. Actually, it is a small thing, but it is a great thing. Urvi, Shurveer Urvi, as Nitinji just said, it speaks of your team effort. Everybody was, working so cohesively. That speaks of what you must have done, So a spirituality was there, video skills. I mean, starting from the ancient scriptures to the modern technology, everything was there, but people skills was very much evident. Great job. Shurveer Urvi, love it. I mean, everyone, the team, great job.
Great job. Okay, yes, Urvi, go ahead. I'd love to hear from you. And Sairam ji, we'd love to hear from you as well. How was your experience? Some reflections from this activity that you did. So let's hear from Urvi.
Yeah, okay, Radhe Radhe. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you to Sairamji because he's created that amazing video and he's done all the edits and he's really put in a lot of hard work and like he's the captain of team Vinamra. So we have the most Vinamra captain putting in so much effort. And one thing I wanted to say that all the Tattva Gyan and this Leela that we were able to choose, it is because I was doing the daily sadhana, like I am doing the daily sadhana. So in the module 25, I don't remember the lecture number. Okay, I'm sorry about that. But module 25, Swamiji has narrated this Leela. So because of that, we were able to get all the Tattva Gyan, and then Sai Ramji created a beautiful script out of that. And then we all acted. He also edited the video. And I would like what I learned from like while we were making the video is that our team members, you know, all of them are really very inspiring. It's like Lakshmi ji, she was not well, but when we were having Zoom meetings, she was still attending those meetings, and Rupaji did the Yashoda Maya part. And when I called her, like we were speaking on call while she was sending the videos, so she was telling me that okay, I've already got late and I have to cook for my in-laws. And she was in the room and she was preparing for the presentation. So that was so inspiring. And then Swati ji, she was she had work related to the Mumbai satsang, and then she also had to go out. So in the middle of everything, she told me, okay, don't worry, I'll send you the videos first. She sent a video with the hair tied and then the hair opened up, and she had to go somewhere, but still she was putting in all the efforts. And this, and then, you know, we planned to make Prabhat Bhaiya Krishna. And Prabhat Bhaiya was like, he got this idea, let's make Myra little Krishna. And then he sent me videos of Myra, and she's so cute. She also joined our Zoom meetings while we were trying to make up the presentation. And then obviously, like, everybody was putting in great efforts. And Manisha ji, she was like, she sent a video a little later. So she told me later on that, you know, she was trying to Google and find out if the dress up is perfectly aligned with that of the Sakha. So everybody was putting in their efforts, and that way, like, everybody in the team is so sincere. We didn't have to do anything. Everybody is like doing it, or doing their part on their own. And then Sairamji compiled it so beautifully, and all the Tattva Gyan Maharaji's bhajan is so beautiful, and Swamiji explained it so beautifully. So one more thing, everybody can also start doing the daily sadhana if you want more leelas like this. I'm already relishing it. And now, like, thank you so much to all the team members. And we also have Barkha ji and Sonali ji. They were not able to join because of their busy schedule. But yeah, and Sumant ji, you know, just one word, like he was thinking how is he going to become Durvasa Baba, and we told him during the meeting maybe you can take a orange shawl, and then his getup was so amazing. I was so surprised. He's so awesome. And everybody in the team is amazing. So I want to thank the team members for that. Thank you so much, Radhe Radhe. And
Wonderful.
Sairamji especially.
Very nice. Let's hear from Sairamji as well, who worked behind the scenes and put in a lot of effort and made it happen. Just Sairamji, how was your overall experience? You know, all these seva drills that we do, starting from the family camp we started. How has been your experience so far? You may want to share it with all of us.
Yeah, Radhe Radhe, 1 second. Are you able to hear?
Yes, we are able to hear you. You want to unmute? Hold on. Now,
Okay, yeah. Radhe Radhe, yeah. I mean, it's an amazing experience because you asked that question. I will just answer that directly, starting with that. But you know, Vinamra team is on autopilot. I don't have to do anything, and I'm not doing anything. So I know Urviji is saying stuff, but you know, when I look back at this video, when I look at how it's been edited, I don't think I really did it. I've never done anything like this before. So, you know, it's sort of I don't know how it happened. And this Leela, I never knew about this Leela. I didn't even pick it. I didn't even have any knowledge about it. And all the script and everything, it is verbatim from Swamiji. So it's not my knowledge, and none of it is my work. In fact, Urviji gave the idea that we should do this Leela to begin with. Okay, so none of the work is actually done technically by me. And the team is so inspired. I mean, I'm just fortunate to be part of a team like this. Even if I'm not doing my score tracking and stuff like that, they kind of come with inspiration and put in our chat that they have done their score tracking and seva for the day and kind of keep the team up and keep them consistent. So, you know, there's not much to be said from my side. I think Urviji has covered pretty much all of it. I want to thank everybody who, you know, acted. Prabhat Bhaiya and his daughter Myra, Urviji for all the narration and picking all these great ideas. Manisha ji for turning in the videos and getting such a good costume. Sumanta ji for such a great costume and putting in so much effort. As Durvasa Baba ji. So what is to be said? Swati ji, in spite of having some other work to do and taking care of some satsang stuff, she still dressed up as Maharaj ji and she also dressed up as a Saka and still came despite all those obstacles.
Very nice.
And then, I mean, what? And then Rupa ji, first time, you know, doing acting is what she's saying, but she looks like she's a expert. So maybe some hidden talents there. And I don't even know if I've missed out anyone. They you know, there's Sonali ji, Bharka ji. They're all working very hard as well. You know, doing stuff in the background. And Urvi ji, if I missed somebody, please let me know because I'm thinking of all of this off the top of my head.
But this is
So.
good. But as a collectively, you
And
came together really well, and I think it augurs well for all the Seva team, right? The dynamics and all the coordination and the overall experience that you get out of these drills, Seva drills that we do periodically. But thank you so much, Sairamji. And I would like to tell one more thing. See, we have teams, 2 presentations are gone, 2 are yet to come. But if you have not joined a team and you feel inspired, we have a wildcard entry we are opening up. Feedback tracker you can fill in, we can put you together, maybe a Ram Leela presentation or something you can do together. So there's a wild card we will create. If you feel inspired, you know, you could come together as a team and maybe do a Ram Leela presentation over the next few weeks, you know. So let me know in the feedback tracker if that is the case. Anything else more you wanted to add, Sandhya, for that?
Yeah, I mean, just to say that it is not like a long-term commitment that you have to be part of a team. So this is a guest entry team, and the theme we are thinking is some of the Leela of Ramji, maybe the Shabri, because that's a Bhakti example. So whoever is interested, you can just put in your names in the feedback tracker, and then we'll help you build the team for this particular Leela presentation. I'm sure multiple people will be inspired after this amazing presentation. So yeah.
Okay, but whichever one inspires you. Thank you. But fantastic job, Vinamra team. And been a pleasure witnessing this beautiful Leela that you put together in this session. Myra was outstanding. Prabhat, you were great. Manisha ji, Rupa ji, all of you were amazing. So it's shaping up really well. You know, the idea that we thought Janmashtami, so we couldn't have had a better start for Janmashtami with the 2 presentations that we have had so far. So thank you so much for that. Lakshmi ji wants to add something. So Rupa ji, your sister wants to give you.
No, I'm not. No, I just want to express because I was not well that day. Meeting also I attended lying down on the bed. So I missed this opportunity. So that's all. It was amazing. All the team members, they put their efforts and it was very wonderful. But the bad thing is I missed the chance. Thank you.
We will get more such opportunities as we go along. So thank you so much. Yes, Sairam ji, you wanted to add something?
I did want to thank Lakshmi ji. She did attend the meeting and she tried her best, you know, despite not feeling well. So thank you, Lakshmi ji, and thank you for supporting.
Present in spirit all along. So thank you so much, Lakshmi ji, for that. Yes. So with that, what is our next? We are at 10:11. If somebody's interested in the last segment, maybe chant, couple of chants. I think we can do that before we wrap up our session. I wanted to call out that this Sunday session will not be on. We will resume from Monday. Sunday means Monday morning will not be on because we'll be in retreat. So it will start from Tuesday morning. And then I'll let you know on the Janmashtami night if we can have session. Mostly we will not have it on Wednesday night, that is Thursday morning as well, but I will confirm that when we have our session. So you can make a note of it. We'll put it in our, on the WhatsApp group as well, so that you're aware that we are not going to have session this Sunday evening, which is Monday morning in India. We'll resume from Monday evening, Tuesday morning, because we have a retreat and we're going to take a bit of a break. Couple of hands I see. Yes, Urvi, and then Hasmita as well wanted to say something. Go ahead, Urvi.
No, I just raised my hand for the bhajan segment.
Okay, so let's hear. Hasmita, you want to sing as well?
Yes, I would like to sing.
All right, go ahead. Let's start with Hasmita then.
Yeah.
So you're
Radhe
the
Radhe,
playback
everyone.
for our devotional segment. Yeah, this is the last segment we have every day, which is the dessert part of it. So you're welcome to stay back. We'll have a few chants and then we'll wrap up our session. So thank you again. And you're welcome to stay back now. Yes, Hasmita, go ahead.
Before I start, I wanted to say the presentation was very cute and it was like very touching. It was very nice.
All right. Would you be turning on your video or you would?
Actually, on my laptop the camera doesn't work. Sorry about that.
All right, we'll have you as a playback singer then. Okay, go ahead.
So this is a bhajan from Sankirtan Marjorie, and it's one of my favorite bhajans. It's Matavari Pyari. मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा को जाके लोचन रसाल मेरो यशोदा कोला जाके नील काल मेरो यशोदा कोला जाके घूंगर वाले काल मेरो यशोदा कोला गए माला माल मेरो यशोदा कोला मेरो साँझो यार गोपाल मेरो यशोदा कोला जाके बूट लाल लाल मेरो यशोदा कोला जाके तेरी मेरी चाल में यशोदा कोला तो कारण बिनु कृपाल मेरो यशोदा कोला मतवारी प्यारी चाल मेरो यशोदा कोला. Thank you.
And very, very nicely, melodiously, soulfully sung. So thank you so much for that. Great. So now we have Urvi. All yours, Urvi. Go ahead.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Go ahead, Urvi.
Ore more man Shri Radhikaraman Nishiden gun Ore man Shri Radhikaraman Nishiden gun
Urvi, your voice is trailing off. You may want to fix your audio.
Are you able to hear
Yes.
me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. पल पल प्रेम बढ़ाए जा, छिन छिन नेह बढ़ाए जा, वह जीवन क्या जीवन जिसमें जीवन धन से प्यार न हो, है वह प्यार प्यार क्या जिसमें प्रिय सुख में बलिहार न हो। श्यामा श्याम मिलन हित नित प्रति, नैनन नीर बहाए जा, राधे राधे गाए जा, पिय प्राणन प्यारी सुकुमारी, भानु दुलारी जान रे, चाकर बनी नित करत चाकरी, सुंदर श्याम सुजा, श्यामा श्याम मिलन हित नित प्रति, नैनन नीर बहाए जा, राधे के गुण गाए जा। राधे राधे।
Beautiful, Urvi. It's a very beautiful bhajan, and singing it slowly is even more difficult. You know, if I were to sing, I would sing it fast. Ore more man Shri Radhika. You did it really well. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Maybe I'll sing two lines of it to sell. You know, how do you play it slowly in a classical mode, and then how do you do it fast? I'll do it a little fast. Okay, couple of lines probably. But very nicely sung. Thank you so much, Urvi. Sandhya ji, you wanted to add, sing as well?
Oh, me? Okay, Saira. Yeah, you can go ahead actually. Yes.
I think Seva ji will be the last. Yeah, you can go ahead, Sandhya ji.
Go ahead.
Okay. Radhe Radhe. Krishna Rama Govinda Gokula Nandana Gopala, Krishna Rama Govinda Gokula Nandana Gopala, Rama Krishna Govinda Jai Vrindavana Gopala, Rama Krishna Govinda Jai Vrindavana Gopala, Sai Krishna Govinda Pati Purishwara Gopala, Sai Krishna Govinda Pati Purishwara Gopala, Gopala, Sai Gopala, Gopala, Sai Gopala, Gopi Manohara Gokula Bala Sai Murari, Gopi Manohara Gokula Bala Sai Murari, Krishna Rama Govinda Gokula Nandana Gopala, Rama Krishna Govinda Jai Vrindavana Gopala, Sai Krishna Govinda Pati Purishwara Gopala, Gopala, Sai Gopala, Gopala, Sai Gopala, Gopi Manohara Gokula Bala, Sai Murari, Gopi Manohara Gokula Bala, Sai Murari, Krishna Rama Govinda, Gokula Nandana Gopala. Thank you all, Radhe Radhe.
Thank you, Sandhya ji. Very nice. Your
Much.
excitement is so palpable when you sing at this time of the day. You know, this is
Somehow,
the
I don't
way to
know.
end the day.
Thank you
Loved
so
it.
much.
Very, very nice. And a lot of hearts coming your way. Thank you so much for that. All
Thanks
right,
for
Sandhya, you wanted to go next? Sandhya following Sandhya ji.
Radhe Radhe. I just sing this. I love each and every this bhajan. You can see this, right?
We can.
मेरे गुरुवर मेरे गिरिधर प्यारे, दो एक ही होना सपने हो न्यारे। मेरे गुरुवर मेरे गिरिधर प्यारे, दो एक ही होना सपने हो न्यारे। हरि की कृपा ते मिले गुरुवर प्यारे, गुरु की कृपा ते मिले गिरिधर प्यारे। गुरुवर आत्मा गिरिधर प्यारे, गिरिधर आत्मा गुरुवर प्यारे। गुरुवर कह बढ़ गिरिधर प्यारे, गिरिधर कह बढ़ गुरुवर प्यारे। गिरिधर तो है प्राण हमारे, गुरुवर मेरे प्राण प्यारे। निर्मल मन चाह गिरिधर प्यारे, निर्मल मन कर गुरुवर प्यारे। गुरुवर गिरिधर संग भज प्यारे, या गुरुवर को ही भज प्यारे। मम गुरुवर मम गिरिधर प्यारे, तुम दो रहो नित हृदय हमारे। मेरे गुरुवर मेरे गिरिधर प्यारे, दो एक ही होना सपने हो यारे। मेरे गुरुवर मेरे गिरिधर प्यारे, दो एक ही होना सपने हो यारे। That's it. Sorry for the mistakes.
Very nice, Sandhya. It's a beautiful Guru Bhajan. So thank you for bringing it to our session. Loved it. Outstanding job. All right, I'll sing a couple of lines and then we will wrap up. It has been a great session today. I'm just thinking which one to sing. I was thinking Ore More Man, but that'll be fast. Urvi has already sung, so maybe another one today. अलबेलो हमारो यार प्रेम के बंधन में, अलबेलो हमारो यार प्रेम के बंधन में। नहीं जात समाधिन जोगिन जय, नाचत थे ब्रज नारिन की तार प्रेम के बंधन में। अलबेलो हमारो यार प्रेम के बंधन में। राधे गोविंद गोविंद बोल, राधे राधे गोविंद बोल, Radhe Govind Govind Bol. Radhe Radhe Govind Bol. Albelo hamaro yaar, प्रेम के बंधन में. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your enthusiastic participation and a great quiz, Rahul, and a fantastic presentation from the Vinamra team and all the beautiful chantings, recitations from all of one of you. So with that, we break for a retreat, a bit of a break. It's going to be 1 day extra break. We are going to meet next week, not on Monday, but on Tuesday morning, Monday night here at US. And have a wonderful, splendid, blissful weekend. I look forward to seeing you next week or going to meet you in person if you're coming to the retreat. So thank you again. Radhe Radhe. Good night. Good day from my side. Amrutamani ji, yes, you wanted to sing?
No. Radhe Radhe, everyone. I noticed from the time the session started, it's all of lots of hearts today. Everybody's posting hearts for the quiz, for the presentation, for the bhajan. So I just thought, let me add that also.
True. So I'm looking forward to the recording of this session as well. It was one of those nice sessions, just things just fell in place. Like we did our one year anniversary and so many other things. This is one of those special sessions that we have had. So for sure. Great. So thank you again. Radhe Radhe. Good night. Good day from my side then. I'll see
Thank you, Nitin ji. Just wanted to add, Sri Ramya ji just posted in the chat, best class ever. Yeah. And my Zoom inbox is full. It is showing so many chats, so many hearts.
So if you think this was your best class, wait for the next one. Okay. This is how it goes. We'll keep on increasing the bliss, hopefully. Great.
Sandhya wanted to say something.
Yes, Sandhya, go ahead.
Kanchanji turned on her video. First of all, thanks to her. And
Kanchanji, thank you for turning on your video. Oh, we'd love to hear from you. Yes, Kanchanji, where are you joining us from?
Sorry, I was driving.
Okay. You're driving today? Where you
No,
joining us from?
I'm back home. I'm back
Are you
home.
back home now? Right.
But
We are-
great session, beautiful session.
You're back home and we are still trying to find our home.
but Nitinji, what was the name with which you were playing in the quiz?
People are super curious to know that.
Yeah, I was playing with Nitin Kaushal, but I didn't see that name at all anywhere.
That's not right.
So I don't know what happened, huh? What happened?
Not right.
He must be the Yagnaji, otherwise the second runner-up. It must be him. Nobody turned over. Nitinji.
I need to show up on the podium next time. That much I can tell you, and I will work hard for that. I'm telling you. No excuses next time around. Okay, I will show up on the podium. All right. So Kanchanji, where are you joining us from? Okay, we'll unmute you. We'll hear where you join us from, and then we'll say goodbye.
Portland, Oregon?
Oregon. Have you been attending regularly these sessions?
Yeah.
Oh.
In
to see
between
you.
there was
Thank
some gap, but yeah.
Thank you for turning on your video, and we'd love to hear more from you. Great. Thank you so much. Hope
Thank
you
you.
enjoyed the session as well, and the quiz and pretty much everything. And let's catch up next week. We'll continue on our journey. Maybe a couple of sessions on Karam Yoga to wrap it up, and then we'll continue to move forward in our chapter 4 journey. Okay, final bye-bye then. Thank you, everyone. Rahul, thank you again for all the hard work. We'll make sure you get to play as well, okay? At least once in a while, but you're doing a fantastic job in creating those quiz. Just loved it.
Yeah, thank you. Radhe Radhe. Jai Mata Di.
Jai Mata Di. Thank you, everybody. Radhe Radhe. Bye.